Welcome to the Slinger Super Speedways. Our 24 drivers are set to take on these high banks for 20 laps to see who will become the winner of the 45th annual Slinger Nationals. But before that, let's get into some track facts. The layout is a high banked oval and the surface is asphalt. It was built in 1948 as a dirt track testing facility and then paved over in 1974. And tonight we are at full capacity as 10,000 fans are packed in to watch some racing action. And here's a live look at all the competitors on the front stretch as they get set to get racing. Now as the pace car leads them off, let's take a look at your starting lineup. Rolling off from the pole position is going to be a 22 of Gio Ruggiero, and 2 is outside, the 9 of Chase Elliott. Row 2 is going to hold the 43 of Derek Thorne and the 4 of Luke Fenhaus. In row 3, it's going to be the 91 of Ty Majeski and the fast qualifier at 24 of William Byron. And starting off in row 4, it's going to be a 26 of Bubba Pollard and the 8 of Matt Kenseth. In row 5, we have the 2 at William Sawalich and Levon Vandergeest in the 23. Row 6 is going to hold the 28 of Cole Butcher and the 4 of Eric Jones. In row 7, it's going to be the 22 of Sammy Smith and the 51 of Stephen Nasse. In row 8, we have the 5 of Casey Johnson and the 35 of Jake Garcia. In row 9, we get the 36 of Ty Fredrickson and the 51 of Jake Finch. Starting off in row 10, it's going to be the 12 of Derek Griffith and the 18 of Hunter Robbins. In row 11, it's going to be the 25 of Casey Roderick and the 81 of Carson Brown. In row 12, we have the 69 of Michael Hind, and rounding out the field, the 43 of Daniel Dye. Now all our drivers taking a part of this four-wide salute to the fans here in Slinger. And as our cars are rolling off, let's take a look at your race info. Our fast time earlier today was set by William Byron, and after the invert, he'll start 6th. Our competition caution will be on lap 10, and the distance to this race is 20 laps. There will be 24 cars, and the defending winner is Ty Majeski, who will be rolling off from 5th. Now the pace car is going to dive into the infield from turn 2, and as the field goes by, let's get racing here. Green flag is out for Gio Ruggiero. He's going to lead Chase Elliott and the rest of the field into turn 1. Now out of 2, though, Elliott's going to even up, and it's side by side through 3 and 4. Down to the line, it's Ruggiero is going to lead lap 1. But now, Elliott on the outside looking strong, and Ruggiero gets loose and comes up into Elliott. Fenhaus involved as well, as caution is out already on lap 2. Now, our field's going to be sitting under the red flag here on the front stretch. So let's take a look at a replay of what happened. Looks like Ruggiero just loose, could not get going on that inside. Gets up, overcorrects into Elliott. Fenhaus just along for the ride. As we take one more look at it, looks like just loose, overcorrects, and Fenhaus had nowhere to go. Now as these cars get taken care of, red flag has been lifted, or we're back rolling. And now Derek Thorne's going to choose to the inside, and William Byron all the way up to 2nd will be on his outside. Now the green flag is back out here out of 4, and already on lap 5, looks like Byron's going to get a really great restart outside of Thorne. Thorne just not getting going here. As looks like Pollard going to try and follow him through on that outside, but still side by side all the way throughout the field. As it's going to be William Byron leading Derek Thorne by a good margin there on that outside. Thorne still hanging tough on the bottom to see if he can get through. As we head on to lap 8 here, Byron just so strong on that outside line. Nothing really Thorne can do. So we head through 3 and 4. Byron getting such a good run off these corners, as now he's going to look to almost clear Thorne, and into turn 3, he's going to do it. And now William Byron on to lap 10, 1 to go before our competition yellow, going to lead the field. Now single filed throughout as they're settled into their positions, and to the yellow flag, it's going to be William Byron, Derek Thorne, and Ty Majeski, your top 3. As the pace car now looks to lead them off to get some adjustments done, let's take a look at your biggest movers so far in this event. Up 6 spots is Ty Fredrickson. Up 5 is William Byron. And also up 5 spots is William Sawalich. Casey Johnson had made up 4 positions. And Jake Finch also up 4 positions. And as the pace car sits there on the front stretch waiting for our cars to lead off, looks like Byron and Thorne are going to lead them out of the pits. And now after the choose, it's going to be Byron to the outside. Interesting move by him. And Thorne will try again on that inside. Green flag, lap 14 in the Slinger Nationals. Byron with a really good jump. Looks like Thorne absolutely not going. And Majeski already on his outside to see if he can get through on 2nd. Now, Byron clear for the lead. Majeski even with Thorne, maybe even inching ahead. Into the outside. Oh, Derek Thorne spins. Collects Majeski. And they're both in the outside wall. Fighting for second. And we need to see a replay. But it looks like now Derek Thorne just driving as hard as he could. Gets his left front tire on the grass. And yeah, once he got loose there, he already loose on the bottom. But once he got his left front tire on the grass, that car was gone. Majeski so tight with him as he gets taken through. But we circulate under yellow here as those cars get cleaned up by our safety crew here and pulled into the pits. And after the choose, it's going to be William Byron on the outside. And William Sawalch going to see what he can do on the inside. The pace car gets pulling off here. We're going to get set for a 2-lap shootout here to decide the Slinger Nationals. Off 4, back green, 2 laps to go. William Byron to the outside. Sawalch not getting a good start. Through 3 and 4, he's going to have to use him up or get something done. White flag is out here. 1 lap to go in the Slinger Nationals. Starting to make some ground up. Through 3 and 4, 1 last shot. He's going to get into Byron. Move him up, but it's not going to be enough. William Byron going to hold on in that outside lane. He's going to edge out Sawalch to win the 45th annual Slinger Nationals. So as you look at a replay, Sawalch gets in there really hard into 3, moves him up a bit. Clearly wasn't enough. William Byron now sitting in victory lane, celebrating, as we thank you all for watching and hope that you enjoyed.